Hey everyone, Gardley here. How's everyone doing? I am coming to you from one of the busiest intersections in Kuala Lumpur, and just wanted to make this quick video for everyone. Hang on, let me just cross the road first. Sorry. So it's a holiday here today in Malaysia, and what day is it today? Today's Wednesday when I'm recording this, and I decided to just do another walk and talk video. And there's a topic I wanted to talk about because I saw a comment in one of my videos saying that, paraphrasing again, basically saying along the lines that, you know, years are going to go by and people are basically going to just forget everything that happened and things will go back to the way it was before. Now, I have big problems with that, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. Actually, let me just tell you where I am first. I'm in the Bukit Bintang area, and if you look around, I mean, the mall that I filmed at before, Pavilion, is to the left, and then to the right would be where the night market is. So just to give you guys ideas where I am. Also, for those that I saw some comments from people saying that, you know, have a good vacation. I'm actually not on vacation. I actually live here now. So if you're new to my channel, and you're hearing this Canadian voice, yes, I am Canadian. I'm born and raised in Vancouver. I had a collection of umbrellas at home, but I'm currently living in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So I moved here late last year for work, and I decided to continue my channel. So now that we got that out of the way, I did want to talk about why that commenter who said that, you know, people are going to forget everything and things will go back to the way it was before. I have some issues there. So the issues I have, there's a lot of things that we have seen that we cannot unsee, if that makes sense. And, you know, for me personally, I think it probably affected me a little bit more because of the fact that I started this channel. In my early days, I mean, I'm only, 13 months into my channel, but when I first started it, you know, the YouTube algorithm, I guess what happens when you start a new channel, it starts showing it to everybody. And in the beginning of my channel, I had a whole crap load of MAGA comments, and they, you know, the negative comments actually outweighed the positive ones. So I guess, you know, YouTube was just trying to figure out who my audience is, and obviously it's not the MAGA crowd. But what actually came out of that is a lot of hate and a lot of things that I saw that I can't unsee. You know, there'd be comments like, you know, you just wait, you're going to be the 51st state in a year. Or, you know, comments like, you know, you Canadians, you never meant anything to us, and you guys got to know your place. Or one of my favorites is that, you know, we don't see Canada as a sovereign nation. You've always been held up by the United States. So these are comments that I can't forget. You know, they're gonna, I mean, they hurt. You know, they're comments from U.S. citizens that, you know, their true colors came out. Now, in the past, you know, these people, specific people that said these now, would they have said it to our face? Probably not. I mean, some might. But, you know, what happened, I guess, since Taco Tuesday came in for the second time, is that he gave permission to everybody to be as vile and hateful and racist as they want. And that's the difference that I feel right now is happening. So the comments that I just read out, you know, there's tons more. I'm sure everybody has heard something within their personal lives, or, you know, you might have come across a comment on the internet or in passing or something where, I almost got hit by a motorcycle, where you might have felt like, hey, you know, what the hell did we do to you guys, right? And I think with what I think the message that I have is that, no, things are severely different right now. And I don't understand, I mean, I don't know who this commenter was. I mean, it could be a possible troll, just someone trying to rile up the comments, but it does bring a valid point that, yeah, I gotta cross the road. It does bring up a valid point that, hey, you know, we're not gonna forget anything that happened in the last 15 months. And, you know, words actually mean a lot. And it's not like we're just gonna, forget that, we were insulted. We're not gonna forget that we were threatened to have our country taken over. So I really don't agree with that. And, it's not just the people. Like, what I think, the people that are making these comments, sure, whatever. But I'm actually more disappointed in the businesses. I'm disappointed more in the tourism officials and everyone else who is just, how do I say it, kind of gaslighting us to continue spending money in their country. I think I can't unsee that either. I can't unsee Governor Mills telling us that we're hurting our friends in Maine when all she really wants is for Canadians to come back. She doesn't care about the border. She doesn't care about the insults that we're getting. She just wants us to continue spending money in our state. And I can't forget all of the businesses that are trying to send us promo deals. I always bring up the golf ball one because that one really pisses me off the most. I mean, who the hell wants to buy these golf balls? I mean, okay, if I remember correctly, I'll probably have it on the screen later when I edit the video, but it was a Mountie, it was a hockey stick, and maple syrup. Like, do you not think that might be a bit stereotypical and insulting to Canadians? I don't understand. I mean, I said in my past videos, like, if you want to play that route, then, Canadians, maybe we should have golf balls with, like, drive-by shootings on it or something like that. So, we're obviously not going to do that, although it would be pretty funny. Maybe I should, like, market that or something. But my point is that these are things that we can't unsee and we can't unhear. I mean, it's on the internet. I can always bring these up again and show everybody, the insults and everything that we're getting. Actually, maybe that might be a good idea for a video. Let me think about it. If you guys want to see that video, let me know. I mean, I got like 500 videos of footage from the U.S. Media trying to gaslight us and play down what the reality is. So I could make a video on that. But like I said, so there's just too much damage that has been done, and then it even goes to the government level as well. I don't appreciate it when their government it's downplaying the boycott. And I mean, Governor Ron DeSantis, I don't even have to say much about him. You guys know about him. That prick basically just says, Canadian boycott, what kind of, I can't remember what exactly it was. He was basically mentioning that the Canadian boycott wasn't really making that effect. And his reference point was 2024 when the boycott didn't even start. So that's the kind of bullshit that we have to deal with. But I guess what I'm really trying to say is that too much damage has been done. And 15 months has gone by. Businesses, I really don't want to spend any money with them anymore. I don't want to visit their country. And, unfortunately, the ones that are the U.S. citizens that are resisting, I support them, but, they are still part of the United States, and hopefully you guys get that sorted out internally. But it's 2025, right? No, 2026 right now. Most likely 2018, or no, 2028, we hopefully get like a sane president. My guess is that he's going to be apologizing out of his ass for everything that's being done. I mean, given that it is a Democratic president. And the United States is going to figure and think, okay, we've got a Democratic president in the office right now. Everything's going to be better with Canadians now. I don't see it that way. And, you can call me bitter, you can call me holding a grudge, or, not being able to let go and move on. But I can't. I can't move on from everything that I've seen. All the hateful comments that we've seen and read, all the gaslighting, all the promos and discounts just trying to, bring us back. And what's that quote that I really hate that they say? When you are ready, we'll welcome you with open arms. Like, fuck, we're not the problem here. I still don't like that and that comment. And I know you guys, it also triggers a lot of you guys as well. But yeah, like I've been doing a lot of thinking over the past couple of weeks. Like, what really happens down the road, like 5 years down the road, when, you know, on an economic level, things might be stabilizing if we get a sane president that, you know, is not, you know, stupid. I don't want to say any bad words. But what happens after that, right? So, I don't know. This is a question I'm opening up to the audience, or not the audience, but the viewers, to see, you know, what's your thoughts 5 years down the road when things economically kind of get back to normal? You have a democratic, sane president back in the office. Are you just going to forget everything that happened? Or is it too much, or have you seen too much and have things that you can't unsee? So I've given my opinion on it. And where the hell am I going? Oh shit, I was supposed to go left. Oh, anyways, we're going for a detour. I was going to take you guys down to, there's a street here called Chang Cat, which has a lot of bars and restaurants, but I guess we're not going that way anymore. So anyways, yeah, what are your thoughts on it? And, you know, one thing to keep in mind too is, I think in the next 2 years, at least for the remaining part of Taco Tuesday's term, we're going to get more gaslighting. We're going to get more deals trying to be sent to us. And, you know, they're going to do everything that they can to try to lure us back to their country. For me personally, I'm taking note of every single time this happens. Because, I don't know, maybe, well, in a sense, I do kind of want to create a compilation video of this and all of the bullshit that we have to go through. But for me personally, I'm keeping it on record because I want to remember this stuff 6, 7 years down the road. You know, when the United States thinks that everything is better, you know, and that the Canadians are liking us again and all that stuff. I want to remember everything that's happening right now. And unfortunately, you know, with that as well, yeah, I am going to hold a grudge with the United States on this. Because, you know, it's not just me talking about the things that have happened during my channel's life, I guess. You know, just recently, I just remembered a situation. I mentioned in my previous video about the golf, at the golf course in Birch Bay. And, you know, just snarky comments like that where, you know, so the person was saying basically, don't you have golf courses in Canada? It's no wonder we can't get tee times down here, right? I said in my last video, it didn't really mean anything to me then. I was just kind of like, okay, whatever, dude. But, you know, think about it now. You know, this stuff has been going on for years and decades. And I know a lot of people are saying, GTL, you're naive. I am. And I don't want to say I was brainwashed under the United States culture and stuff, but, you know, in my defense, I did have a lot of family and friends there, which also influenced me as well. But I was saying, you know, this stuff has been going on for years. And even my older story on that was being in the Costco in Bellingham and having a note left on my car saying, go back to fucking Canada, right? So I think it's just more noticeable these days. You know, I think Canadians were definitely a lot more sensitive to this. And yeah, we're just starting to call it out now. So you know, let all of these things stick in your memory. Don't forget about this stuff. I'm not. And, you know, to the original person that commented saying that, you know, everyone is going to forget and everything will go back to normal in about 5 years. I don't think so. I think there's too much that we have seen that we cannot unsee. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this and if you agree with me. Should I just keep walking and talking? No, I'm going to turn up. I don't have much battery left on this thing. So, yeah, just let me know your thoughts in the comments. Share your thoughts with the community. And here's the question: is there too much that you saw that we cannot unsee? All right, I think that's it for this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.